Well, hello, I'm Susie, the Training Ambassador with Mayflower, and I'd like to offer you another opportunity to learn something new with any air-filled designs. And this particularly is going to run around the Easter celebration that we're having, and we're going to use some foils that you've probably seen before, this cute bunny, and that is the larger shape, and then we also have the 18-inch, which kind of coordinates with this little bunny rabbit. Okay, to get him situated and on balloons and looking first prize, we're going to need to start off with some pedestals or some quads. These are 11-inch quads, and this has been filled up with 20 pumps, and this one here has been set up with 15 pumps, 20 and 15. So I'm just going to take the inflation valve from the bottom and another inflation valve from the bottom, and just bring them both up top and tie them together. This way they don't go anywhere and it makes one nice unit. Don't forget to put a weight on the bottom, super important. It's perceived value more than anything, but it keeps everything nice and solidified. Okay, so this is the quad that we're going to be using times 2. And what I'd like you to do is get some enhancers ready. These enhancers are quite easy to make. These are just 1 pump balloons, and they've been tied 3 ways, and another set of 1 pumps. And then I have a scrap of a 260 here, and I'm just going to hold the inflation valve, and I'm going to hold the end of the balloon, and I'm just going to do a series of figure 8s. And what this allows is for me to come around from behind and kind of decorate the front of this in an Easter fun way. We're also going to need to learn today how to make a butterfly. Butterflies are relatively simple in its own way. So what we need is 2 pumps and 3 pumps, 2 duplets, and you're going to take the 2 and marry them together, and you can already see that a butterfly is formed. Now we're going to need 3 260s, and I always recommend just stretching these out a little bit. They're a little funny when they get into different positions, and this just warms them up for the air to come in. Now we're going to make the body for this little cute butterfly, and we're going to need 3 pumps. All I'm going to do is tie the knot. And this is basically going to be his body. So I'm going to bring the body up, and I'm going to pinch and twist, and then tie the 2 together so that I have something that looks like this. Now I'm going to do a pinch twist once, and I'm going to do a second pinch twist, and I'm just going to need a pair of scissors to remove the end of this, and I can use this in a later design. And now I'm just going to wrap this snugly. So that this is my head. Okay, with the other 2 matching to the body 260s, what I'm going to do is just get a little tiny dabble at the end of this. This is for the butterfly's antenna, and it shouldn't be very much, kind of in proportion to the size of your butterfly. And tie it in a knot, and now we're just going to match that one. Now we want to clip off the ends. And I'm going to take the 2 about halfway down, and I'm just going to tie them in a knot. And I'm going to lose the end of these 2. I'm going to take my little butterfly and just put this underneath and bring it in between my 2 pinch twists. And then this just gives us our butterfly. Sometimes their little antennas don't really want to, they don't want to volunteer to be in the right place, but they're cute antennas, and you can see that this little guy is now finished. So that's how you make a butterfly. We're also going to need some flowers. So you'll want to get your inflation valve, your pump in your hand, and you want to give this 4 pumps, 4 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I like to just tie the end of it with one simple knot. And now I'm going to be making a series of petals. And to do that, you just bring this over. You want about 2, maybe 3 fingers worth, and then I'm going to pinch it, twist it, and I'm going to take the inflation valve and just run this right on through here. And I'm just going to repeat this size 5 more times. So I'm taking, pinching, twisting, turning, and I'm going to pinch it, twist it, turn it again. So we just need 3 more. I'm going to pinch it, twist it, so you can see we're developing a flower, and this would be our last petal, and it's the same action, pinching, twisting, and we're going to just join this in with all the rest of them. And then this just needs to get cut out, so I just like to give it a little cut. I'm just going to wrap this around my flower and get everybody in the same plane, and then we'll just want to give it a center. Now I'm going to give it a relatively small center because I don't want it to look silly. It's got to be proportionate, so probably about the size of a peach seed or so, and tying it at the very base, and then this just comes on in. And there we have one remarkable flower. So what we need to do is take our large mylar, and with this particular one I had a opportunity where it says tie the stem here. I just put a spare 260 around it, tied it in, and he's just going to sit right in the center. And I just want to take these spare pieces of 260 and wrap them around quite tightly, so that he sits nicely on top. Now, I'm going to take my 18-inch foil, and again, I'm going to take a spare 260 or 160, whatever you have available, and I'm just going to roll the end, tie it in, and then I'm going to tie the ends of these 2 together so that I kind of have one large rubber band. And this will sit right at the end of the carrot. I'm going to go in on the top 15 pump balloon, and he'll just situate himself right here. And I'm going to use some balloon bond, dashes, dots, U-glue, whatever you have, to kind of station this guy right in this pocket here. Okay, now that we have that complete, our little butterfly will be a lovely addition to this. And And since we have something over here, I think it's important to bring something on the other side, just so that you have balance in your arrangement. So again, this is just a simple adhesion here with these U-glues. And he'll sit right here in the corner. And I like them nice and secure. So I'm going to also attach this bottom piece. Okay, well this is pretty darn cute in and of itself, but it is spring, it is Easter, and I say bring on the flowers. So for this, I'd like to show you how we're going to decorate this area. And I used the cute 5-inch balloons for the centerpiece with the dots on them. If you don't have them, still cute either way, but I thought that it would be a nice coordinated effort if I could just fill in this space here with them. So again, my U-glue is going to come in very handy. And this would be really cute right here. And I think every flower should have two pieces on it. So you find the sweet spot of what's going to stick to that glue. And you're going to just put it on in 2 ways. So you can see already that it's just getting cuter than a button. And we'll want to go with this also. Cover up some of that green because there's a lot of green showing here. And what I do is I look for the petals that are the closest to my surface level over there, because that's what's actually going to hold this on. And the third over here in the corner would be nice. So I see where this is going to attach. So this is something that can come together relatively quickly. A wonderful way to celebrate this Easter season. Thanks for joining us, and happy Easter to you.